Hey besties, how's it going? It is hot. It's so hot. My heat and air unit is having a hard time keeping up this week because it's just blazing outside. I have it set to 72 and it's been 74, 75 because it just can't keep up. So I've been trying to not use the stove very much when I cook dinners. So I thought I would share those meals with you today. I'm doing crockpot meals this week, or I did crockpot meals this week. Because it doesn't put off a lot of heat. It's helping my electricity bill and my sanity. Because these are dump and go. By dump and go, I mean you dump them in and you go. You don't have to do anything else. You just pop that lid off and it's ready. Now, these are crockpot meals. They're not pretty. What crockpot meal is pretty? Not very many of them, but they're not very pretty. I will say that. But they're very delicious. And I will say, on the chicken teriyaki that I show you in this, it's a shortcut version, but I made it this week. I wanted to share it with you. If you don't want to cook your rice in that crock pot, just skip it. Do it in your rice cooker. Whatever you want to do, do it. You don't have to cook your rice in there. I just did because it doesn't bother us. The texture doesn't bother us. But if you want to skip that part, you can. You totally can. All right, without any further ado, let's get the show on the road. Here's some crock pot meals I made for my family this week because it's been hot in this house. And I can't use that stove. Well, I can, but I ain't gonna. You've heard of Mississippi pot roast. You've heard of Mississippi chicken. Y'all, we're doing Mississippi meatballs in the crock pot. Let's go. All you're going to need is a bag of Homestyle meatballs, au jus gravy mix, about 3/4 of this jar of pepperoncinis, some Campbell's beef consomme soup, and enough ranch seasoning powder that makes up a packet of it. I have this, so I'm just going to use what is equivalent to one packet. Let's go. I'll dump in my meatballs. Pour in the au jus gravy mix. Alright, let's throw in a can of the Campbell's beef consomme soup, which honestly is just fancy beef broth. I'm going to do 3/4 of the pepperocinis. This is a 12.5 ounce jar. I'm going to do 3/4 of the juice and the pepperocinis. Tap, tap, tapping on the glass. I'm going to pour in some ranch dressing mix according to, I'm just eyeballing it, what I think is in a packet. That looks about right to me. Wait, there we go. I'm going to stir this up a bit so it's not, so dry. I'm going to cook this on high for 2.5 hours and it'll be done. Dump and go. Does not heat up the kitchen. Perfection, y'all. Perfection. 2.5 hours on high. And here are those Mississippi meatballs. They smell fantastic. I'm going to serve these over top of mashed potatoes. This is to keep the heat down in the kitchen. Save on the electricity bill. So, we got some family-sized Bob Evans mashed potatoes that just heat up in the microwave.
Pretty good. Oh, good. There's some solid meatballs.
Pretty good. This next crock pot meal is going to be awesome. We're going to do just a simple teriyaki chicken in the crock pot. I had 2 full chicken breasts and I diced them up pretty coarsely. They're like 1 inch by 1 inch. And you're going to need 16 ounces of chicken broth, 1 cup of rice. I'm using the Royal Blend because this has the Texmati, the brown, wild, red in it, and it does not get mushy in a crock pot. I got the good old Aldi teriyaki stir fry sauce. And I'm going to dice up some broccoli. Let's do it. I went ahead and decided to do 1.5 cups of the rice because that's what was in the container. I'm going to pour in 16 ounces of the chicken broth. And since I added a 1/2 cup extra of rice, I'm going to go ahead and fill one of these up with water and pour it in to make up for that extra liquid that's needed. Go ahead and do that. On top of this, I'm going to pour all of that broccoli that I chopped up. Let's dump in that chicken, spread it around. Just gonna pour this teriyaki sauce on top. Now I'm gonna cook this on high for 3.5 hours. See you then. Yeah, this only had to cook for 3 hours and it was done. And here it is all plated up. Put the rice at the bottom.
It's good. It's good.
Thanks. This crock pot meal is so easy, dumb and go. It is perfect. You're going to need 2 chicken breasts. You can get mango salsa at Walmart, but I'm using mango salsa that I've canned myself. You're going to need 2 cups of this. Some tortillas. Some like Mexican cheese dip. Some drained and rinsed black beans, and some canned corn. I'm using some corn that I canned myself. I'm going to throw just 2 chicken breasts in here. I'm going to put 2 cups of mango salsa in here. You can buy this at Walmart. They have mango salsa. This is just some that I made myself last year. I'm going to add the drained and rinsed black beans. Now I'm going to add the drained and rinsed corn. This is all this needs. For now, I'm going to cook this on high for 3.5 to 4 hours. Toodaloo. It's done. It's ready. The chicken is ready to be shredded. So I'm just going to shred up both of these chicken breasts, and I will be right back. Ooh. All right. The black bean mango chicken is ready to be put in tortillas, and we're going to have an awesome chicken taco dinner tonight, and it smells great. Here we have the flour tortillas, our black bean mango salsa chicken. I heated up that cheese. This cheese is fantastic with this chicken filling, and I laid out some sour cream. And here's our dinner, all plated up, looking gorgeous. I put that cheese on top, and it smells amazing. Hey, Burberry, let us know how those mango salsa chicken tacos are.
Well done. Well done.
For this crockpot meal, you're going to need 2 jars of your favorite sauce. I think the tomato basil garlic is perfect for this. 2 eggs, ricotta cheese, some Parmesan cheese, a big box, 16 ounces of just any pasta that you have. You're also going to need some oregano, parsley, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. This is a meatless crockpot meal, so let's get it going. The first thing we're going to do is mix together the ricotta mixture. We're going to layer this kind of like a lasagna in the crock pot. So take an entire 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese and throw it in a bowl, along with 2 eggs. About 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. I just guessed, like usual, you know. We're going to go in with 2 pinches of salt, a nice dash of black pepper. I would say a teaspoon of garlic powder, about a tablespoon of parsley, and the same amount of oregano. I'm going to mix this up really well. Now we're going to put a little bit of sauce on the bottom and half of the pasta. And the rest of that jar. I'm going to come in and layer with our ricotta cheese mixture that we made. The rest of that pasta. And the rest of that sauce. The rest of that ricotta mixture that we made. Just going to swirl this up. Make sure all the pasta's covered. I'm taking the rest of the bag of Parmesan and just sprinkling it on top. We're going to cook this on high for 2.5 hours. It's done. It's looking gorgeous and cheesy, and this looks fantastic. Okay, so let's plate it up and see what she looks like. You're gonna wake up to see that it was hopeless after all. And here's dinner tonight. We have ricotta, pasta, and a little side salad. And it's looking delish. How do we feel about dinner tonight?
Oh, that's good. That's some good stuff right there.
Thanks. Okay, Callan, how do we feel about dinner?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, it looks like you're eating already. Good? Or bad? Good? All right. Good or bad, Ryder?
I like your pasta.
All right, there's 4 crockpot meals I fed my family this week, and they were all delicious. My favorite is probably the pasta. It's a ricotta pasta, and you put the eggs in the ricotta, and it makes it kind of firm, and you layer it like a lasagna, and it tastes like it come from a 5-star restaurant. It is so good. Not too pretty, but it's delicious. It is so delicious. I love that pasta. And the kids scarfed it down. And the chicken teriyaki, it was a hit. Ryder, like, shoveled that in his mouth. Dusty loved the meatballs and those mango salsa chicken tacos. I've made those a couple of times before. I forget about them. I honestly forget about them because mango salsa is not something that you keep. But man, they are so good. They're such a different flavor. It still has that kind of southwestern flavor to it. but it's a little sweet and it's perfect. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember, make these your own if you need to. Crockpot meal, you can like totally customize it to whatever you like. I hope I gave you a little bit of inspiration for this week, and I love you guys. And if you try these, I hope you love them. And I will see you next video. Remember, as always, be positive and kind and happy. And I'll see you later, taters. Bye.